use the extra days ahead of this weekend's match to recover and prepare?
Yeah, it's been exactly that. I mean, finding the right amount of time to step away from the game and rest, and you know, certain little injuries that have been bothering guys. Our athletic trainer Rachel Gordon and Ryan Mackey, our high performance coach, get together and plan a little bit better too, because you're not racing to the next thing, the next game. So it's been a great, it's sort of a time period where we can also reassess on coaches, like, our style of play, emphasis in the attack, and how our basic principles in defending, how we're doing. So we can actually step back and kind of look at that and see how our work is right now at this part of the season.
Richmond comes in as the first repeat opponent. You know, first time around, unfortunate 1-0 loss. How does the team look at Richmond, and how the team might have changed both on the Richmond side and the Triumph side since we met them in the first match of the season?
Yeah, it's a great question, because every game changes, and certainly we're both, both teams are different than what we were for us, our opening game on the 25th of March, and for them, their second game of the season. So they had played against Charlotte already, so they already kind of were game fit. Their tempo and rhythm was a little bit sharper than ours in that first game. And we played well. We just couldn't find the back of the net in the game like that. And they double blocked, and they had a low defensive double block against us in that match. It's going to be different this time around for sure. And they've evolved as a team, and so have we, at this time. So we're looking at the game from where are they now? What are their strengths? And then how do we match up against that? And making sure defensively that we have a strong foundation not to concede goals. And then again, look, we've got to really tactically look at their group and say, where can we exploit? Similar to what we did at Charlotte. And then from there, it's just hoping the players can carry out that tactical plan and do it. So, which they did really well in Charlotte. So we're coming off of a great game, a great result away from home, and a team that was tied for first. And there's a lot of positivity in that and confidence that grows from that too. So we want to continue to keep that going in against Richmond. And look, you look at Liam McKinnon, what a week he's had, what a game, to play against Charlotte. And he was involved in not just, his goal, but he was involved in everything, the other two goals as well, and assists and creating for Aaron Walker, and then creating the ball in behind for Leo, for Lucas Coutinho's goal. So, he's riding on a high too. So big confidence for him and for a lot of the team. So we want to continue that too, and make sure that we don't overwork them too much this week.
Away from the technical side, we look ahead to this weekend. Theme night is autograph night, so it's a really good opportunity for fans to come in and engage with the players and the technical staff a little bit more. What would you say to fans who are kind of on the fence or haven't bought their tickets yet?
Yeah, I mean, look. I mean, we're always going to be a club that's for the community. We've always been a club that's represented the community really well. We've had a lot of success on the field, and then we want to make sure that they're not just coming to one game or two games here as a casual observer. We want to make sure they get locked in. And what we do in terms of our branding and everything else, that it's a full experience. So we want to make sure that we bring them in, not just to, our new stadium. And we've got to, that's another part of the transition too. Like, people are like, oh, I went to games where you were before at Legacy. And, they're still finding out, even though it's everywhere on our website, social media, we have, done a good job of putting it out there. We just want to make sure that they're engaged and that they understand that the guys do love our fans, and they need our fans. So, hopefully they could show up on a more consistent basis and be there to support our club.